What's going on? It's Astronaut H, and this is the What More Do You Want Network. Now, in this video, I will be discussing NBA playoff first round matchup, and that is between the Denver Nuggets and Los Angeles Clippers. And I think this series has a lot of potential, man. I think this series has a lot of potential to be really good. We look at both sides of the basketball for both teams, but I think is going to be more on the stars, right? I think it's going to be more on the stars from both sides, especially when you look at, the Denver Nuggets, right? Let's talk about the Denver Nuggets for a second. Let's talk about, of course, led by none other than multiple-time MVP Nikola Jokic, who absolutely had a monster season. You look at everything that he's been able to accomplish to this point in his career. Of course, another extended playoff run would put another feather in his cap in his career. But I think the rest of the team, right, the Aaron Gordons, he missed so much time during the regular season. You look at Michael Porter Jr., he hasn't been the Michael Porter Jr. we've been accustomed to lately. The health of Jamal Murray, the erratic play of Russell Westbrook, Christian Brown, guys like that, Strawther. You look at the Denver Nuggets top to bottom, and I say to myself, I'm like, okay, we know what they can be. They've won a championship with almost the same roster. You don't have a KCP, you don't have a Bruce Brown, but even still, you look at a team with Joker, and I feel like they always have a chance. Now, granted, they do have a new head coach, and firing Mike Malone was definitely not on a list of what I saw happening as we came down to the stretch of this NBA season. But now with a new head coach going into a very, very pivotal first round matchup versus a Clippers team who has a stout defense. They have James Harden playing at an all-time level. Not an MVP level, but an all-time level. We look at Zubac. You look at the play of Kawhi Leonard, who looks like he's rounding into that once, finals MVP form. He looks healthy. And you look at everybody else that they have. You could look at Nicholas Batum, the defensive play of Chris Dunn. I feel like the acquisition of having a Bogdanovich, I really, really like this Los Angeles Clippers team. I really like what they have. I think they could surprise some people by beating the Denver Nuggets. I think it's going to be tough. I don't think this series is going to be easy for either team that's involved. I think just looking at it on paper, you could say this is one of those series that could possibly go 7 games, possibly. But when I look at both sides, man, I think we're going to be in for a great, great series, man. I think it has everything. I think this particular series checks all the boxes. You have stars. You have a team in the Clippers who, have struggled with being healthy at this time of the year, and they are healthy now with Kawhi Leonard. You look at a team in the Denver Nuggets who are trying to prove that even though they have a new coach, they can be able to get it done. I don't think it's going to be any easier for either team. I think it's going to be tough because, again, that Western Conference is just a gauntlet no matter where you are and what seed you are as far as the playoffs are concerned. I think this series, in my opinion, right, because I'm going to give who I think is going to win the series and why. So when I look at this series on paper, right, I say to myself, should I bet against Joker? I really don't want to, but I think it's going to come down to health, both sides. If Jamal Murray is a shell of himself during this series, I don't think the Denver Nuggets have a chance. That's just me being honest. I know what Jokic is capable of. He could put up the 35 point, 20 rebound, all those type of triple doubles and things like that. That's fine. But it's going to come down to what the others of the Denver Nuggets do. It's going to come down to that. The same thing can be said for the Los Angeles Clippers, but I just think as a collective, I like what I've seen down the stretch for the Los Angeles Clippers, and for that reason, I'm going to take the Clippers to actually win this series. I think this series is going to go 6 games. I think 4-2 in favor of the Los Angeles Clippers. I know some people out there may be thinking, like, how can I bet against the Denver Nuggets? But again, like I said, I just don't know what to expect from Jamal Murray in this series. If he's healthy, if he's playing, then by all means, the Nuggets have more than a chance. But I think with the way that Kawhi Leonard has been playing, coupled with James Harden, Zubac, I think that's a more than formidable 3, as well as everything else that this Clippers team has done over the course of the regular season going into the playoffs. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Los Angeles Clipper fans, Denver Nuggets fans, NBA fans, or if this is just your first time tuning into the channel, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell to know anytime a video is being uploaded to this channel. It's Astronaut H. This is the What More Do You Want Network, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.